Yes, you're in my closet. I haven't done my hair yet today. I'm going for a walk with Sully, and I realized that I always spend a lot of time preparing to go to wherever. Specifically when I go somewhere where I can't access things quickly. If I'm going on a hike with the dog, I'm going to the lake. It means that obviously I'll be in the woods, so I can't have stuff. I don't know. Like, I won't bring a backpack or anything like that because I'm not going for like a long hike, so I don't need to bring a ton of stuff for Sully or anything. It goes back to when I was a kid and I would go in the woods and just like walk around and explore and all that stuff. I was actually not even really a kid. I was like 14 or 15. I would go and explore and I would have this backpack full of things that I felt like I needed. I got this hat for Africa and I never wore it while I was there, but I really like it. It's very comfortable. Let me just show you my little friend back there. That is a Care Bear from 1980, I don't know, 82? This is the only thing I have from my childhood, and I think the tag says 1982. I used to do all kinds of things with this teeny tiny little tuft of hair. I would like try to braid it and things, but like it's so small. Like, what was I expecting to do? And I always imagined this was made out of candy, which is why I think it used to say something. I could be wrong, maybe not. This is why this little guy is sitting up in my closet. Well, this is going to be a hike in the woods travel vlog, or whatever you want to call it. Come on, let's go. You ready? Are you ready to go to the lake? Are you ready? Say, yes, I am. So the one thing we're learning about Sully is that he's a puppy still and really likes to get his way, which means we have to be very careful about, okay, come on, get out of the closet, about everything. Right now he sees this, he sees his leash, and he's very excited. He can't contain himself. So he's probably going to drag me down the stairs. Look at him, he's like, can we get in? Can we please get in? So every time I bring him with me, I have to put my stuff in the trunk because, no, you're not getting in there, because he likes to step on all my stuff. So let's get in the car. So we live in a beautiful area of North Carolina. It's southwest of Raleigh. We live near a lake called Jordan Lake. Unfortunately, it has a reputation of being very polluted. I've heard this from a lot of people, especially people who have lived here for a long time. However, I mean, it doesn't look or smell or feel any more polluted than any other body of water I've ever swam in. So I don't know about it. I know that it was man-made. I don't remember when. I did look at the history of it, but I can't remember now. It's beautiful, and one of the things that makes it beautiful is that you're not allowed to, Sully is not happy, he wants to be outside, that you're not allowed to build on the lake. That makes for a gorgeous area without a bunch of buildings and traffic and people. From my house, I'm about between 10 and 15 minutes away from the lake, and I generally go to one specific place when I want to hike, because you go through the woods and you get to be next to the water and things, and it's not crowded at all, but there's an actual trail, so you're not just winging it trying to figure out, you know, where you're going. What you doing? Come on, we just started, my goodness. Come on, Sully. Come on. I don't know how much I love this harness yet. It's really, really hard to tighten when he's wearing it. It took me a while to get here because the lake is really big and there's a lot of roads that take you to different spots on the lake. So one place that I've always felt comfortable and not afraid is the woods. Partly because of the story I told you earlier about going out to the woods all the time. My whole life, I always found the woods to be really quiet and safe and peaceful, where I could just be me and just explore without any issues. And pit stop for some water. Did I scare you with my noise? I love the fact that it feels like Sully and I are the only people oh, thank you. Are you done? That we're the only beings in here. You done? Before we had Sully, I would have never gone hiking like this by myself. Number one, when we had Baxter, our Yorkie, he would try to drag me, but he wasn't strong enough, so he would just be choking himself the whole time. And when it was just me, I always felt like, I don't know, I was putting myself in unnecessary risk. So, and honestly, I could have just brought Mace, which would have been fine, but I always forgot. So now that I have him, I feel like I'm able to go hiking and explore without worrying that I'm all by myself. Now, he's only 6 months, so who knows what he would do to protect me, but so we've gotten to the part of the trail where we get to see the lake, starting to peek through the trees. It always makes me nervous when he hears things, because if he decides to go run, I am in trouble. Huh. So this is part of Jordan Lake. It's actually a really large lake. And right over there, I was standing right there when I took this picture and wrote this about rejection. Sully just did so good. We just passed 3 dogs on the trail and he just kind of acted like he was afraid. So we are sitting at the overlook. The water is so round today, and I think it's because we've had so much wind and we've had a ton of rain in the last month or so. He keeps trying to go down, but it's a little cliff right there, and I'm not about to go swimming. This is a workout, and I'm still on the shorter trail. I haven't even gotten to the longer one yet. But Sully is being a trooper for his very first hike. He's very curious. He's getting better at pulling, which is something we do not want. So I just came upon this tree that has come out of the ground. That is nuts. Here are the roots, and here is the tree. This may seem like a really stupid question, but who brings Bojangles when they go to the woods? Sully, good boy. He's just hanging out. He's being a really good boy. It's his first time doing any kind of hike, so he's learning to not pull on me and to not jump after people. And he's doing good. I think he's tired. I think we're on about 3 miles now, so we have 2 more left. And then we will head home so we can eat, because I am starving. So update, been going for about 4 miles. And I did not know, but I have an issue with my thigh joint hip thing. It's not the hip, it's the inside part. It's killing me, literally killing me. Woo! We're alive, barely. We just walked around the parking lot to go to the restroom so that I could fill up his water because he was very thirsty. I did not bring water. I did not hydrate very well. So we just walked for almost 2 hours. I am definitely exhausted. I don't think Sully knows what to do with himself right now. So there's that. So a couple of things I've learned on this little hike is I will probably bring my mace even though I feel good with him with me. I just feel like, first of all, obviously if there was somebody that was up to no good, but also if there was a dog that was up to no good, obviously I don't want him to attack another dog. So I think I'm gonna bring my mace. Definitely gonna bring something to eat next time for him and myself. I normally don't go on hikes that long, so that was like almost 6 miles is what it ended up being, and I normally don't do hikes that long, so I normally, if I do like a mile hike and I bring food, I'm always like, why did I bring food? So I never bring food, but this time definitely should have brought some protein something. Definitely should have brought some more water because this tea is not doing it for me. Thankfully, I only live 15 minutes away, so I am very close to some refreshment. There was 2 times where I felt a little uneasy. One time I was actually FaceTiming with my husband, so I didn't feel that uneasy. I didn't even feel uneasy. It was just a guy by himself. Then there was another time where there was another guy by himself. It was just weird. You never, you know, it's just weird. So, Sully, are you sleepy? Are you sleepy? So I am here at home resting because an almost 6-mile hike was exhausting, but it was fun. It was fun.